Welcome back to the Journeyman save. Welcome to what could be the season finale. If we're honest, what we anticipate actually genuinely being the season finale. So there might be spoilers in the title of the episode, or you might be able to figure stuff out as we're on our way in. We have the Europa League semi-final second leg against Marseille to begin. Then we have 2 games remaining in the Bundesliga. We, of course, are chasing top spot with Dortmund currently occupying said top spot with 6 points available but 4 points behind. That would mean we need to win both of our games, and we'd need Dortmund to lose both of their games, or we need Dortmund to lose both of their games and for me to win and draw and then win the league on goal difference. However, Dortmund have bottom of the table Augsburg at Signal Iduna Park on their match day 33. So it's probably safe to presume that they're going to win that game. If they don't, we've gotten extraordinarily lucky. And then they've got 8th place Borussia Mönchengladbach away on the final day, which could offer a little bit of a curveball for them. So the plan is, the hope is that we play Marseille, play Hoffenheim, are still in with a shout of winning the Bundesliga, and play Paderborn. What I anticipate being the case is that we play Marseille, we play Hoffenheim, Dortmund win the league, we sim Paderborn, and then play the Europa League final today. We shall wait and see how things transpire. Regardless, I've got my fingers crossed. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the save. I'd very much appreciate the support. Of course, subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on the next and final season of this save. Saying thank you to Lee, Ryan and Captain on the board behind me. Thank you for your continued support in the comment section and on stream and on Patreon too. Marseille versus Frankfurt to begin. A 2-1 first leg lead at the Velodrome. Gonna have to replace Lukeba here because he's a wee bit tired, but Doyle can step in. Just avoid defeat, and we have ourselves a final to play. Simon Courier in goal for Marseille again. Laporte, Krejci and Bemba. Declan Rice, Kone, Yilmaz, Harit, Herrera and Marcos Leonardo. Just the one change, I believe, to the side that... No, 2 changes. Rabiot was in the starting lineup last time we played them, and there was someone else out wide, but... we've got Patreon player James Tourish on the bench for them. We'll be intrigued to see if he comes on at any point. Jordan Tezzi is on the bench too if they need him. You saw my starting lineup. We're at full strength other than the change at centre-back. The Velodrome is a very atmospheric ground and a difficult place to go and play your football as an away side. But, like we say, all we've got to do is avoid defeat. And we are through to Europa League final against either Arsenal or our former team, Braga. And after scoring inside 3 minutes, I'm going to go on record and say we are going to go to the Europa League final. Marcos Leonardo tackled Bruno Guimaraes into Lamine Camara. Saba. Here's Soule. It's worked well. Soule's going, but not massively confident of getting the ball to him. It's a lovely turn by El Khanous, looking to slot through Marmoush, who's in again, and Marmoush makes it 2 inside 10 minutes. And I tell you what, this is game done and dusted already, isn't it, really? We are flying towards the Europa League final. Marseille were really tough to play against in the first leg, and we ground out a 2-1 win thanks to Lucas and Messi scoring a double. Marmoush has come in and has basically told me I should have played him in the first leg, and he might have been done and dusted after just 1 game, not having to come to the second, needing to produce a performance. Because inside 10 minutes, he's produced a performance. Rice, out wide for Marseille. Harit, Marcos Leonardo, picked off by Lamine Camara. Oh, I get lucky. Where do I go? Do I go through the middle? Do I go out wide? We'll go through the middle. The formation sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. 16-minute hat-trick, it's not working. I think it's safe to say we're probably just going to go to the interactive sim from here because, well, it's not necessarily going to go any other way, is it? So let's jump to sim. What's been happening is basically exactly the same as was happening since you were last here. Lots of video games. Lots of me getting annoyed. Lots of me not being very good. Marseille pull one back. It's 3-1 on the night. 5-2 on aggregate. But we are still destined for the Europa League final. It would be actually quite nice if it is Braga to make the final. That would be quite the storyline for the Journeyman save, wouldn't it? But after a 1-1 draw in Portugal, I do feel like Arsenal are probably going to have the edge at the Emirates for the second leg. Marmoush scores the fourth, doing his best Sorloth performance. Sorloth impression. We score 4. He scores 4. As if it was ever in doubt. Anyway, prior to that one going in, it's now 4-1 and 6-2. Final whistle sounds. That's as straightforward as... Oh, Braga did it! Braga did it! Yes! It's a Braga-Frankfurt final. Arsenal crumble in a European semi-final for the second time. It's a... Oh, for the storyline, that is absolute perfection. Against my former side, we will face off in a European final. I love that. But will that European final be today? Or will that European final be tomorrow? Because we have the chance of winning the Bundesliga title if we play all 3 games today. If Dortmund fail to win against Augsburg at home. All cards on the table. I really don't think they're going to fail to win against Augsburg at home. But they might fail to win against Augsburg at home. And if they do, we need to be there to pick up the pieces. So full first team available for me here. Hoffenheim away, on the way. 4-2-3-1 for Hoffenheim. Dominik Kotarski in goal. Devin Wrench, Eduardo Quaresma, Jan-Paul Van Ecker, and Marco Jon at the back. Federico Zucon and Elian Irala at the 2 CDM spots. I don't know of either of them. Facundo Buonanotte on the right-hand side with effort you're familiar with. Lucas Mincherelli we've played against multiple times in the RTG, although as a left-back, not a left-mid. Danny Loader at cam. And Umar Diakite at striker for them. Options on the bench aren't amazing, but they're also still half-decent. We need to win this. If we get any updates from the Bundesliga game between Dortmund and Augsburg, I will let you know what they are when they come in. But it's all null and void if we don't do our job, which is to beat Hoffenheim. So we'll concentrate on ourselves and then worry about what's happening elsewhere once we've gotten ourselves an unattainable, unoverturnable lead. He says as he very nearly goes 1-0 down. Oh my god. Namasso. Namasso? It's Danny bloody Loader. Namasso? What's that about? Buonanotte. Devin Wrench down the line. Buonanotte again. It's not a bad delivery, you know. It's a good header by Danny Loader, but it is wide. Buonanotte. Just intercepted well. Just give it round the corner initially to Kamara. And then go over the top looking for the runner Sule. It's not a great ball actually, but Sule's done brilliantly. And he skipped past another one as well. And he might as well go all the way here. But he's missed the target with the effort. It's not good enough. Oh, to be fair, if he'd have got it on target, it would have just been blocked by the man that was in front of him. I'll let him off. Tell from the replay. That's why replays are important. First proper chance for us comes and goes. And no goal to show for it. But Matthias Sule doing his best. Beats the man again. Just lay that in front of Lamine Kamara. He'll have a go. That gets blocked. Stands up and the ball is immediately right next to him. Alright, have another go. Alright, got blocked again. Fair enough. We shall try again for a third time in a moment, but I've got to get the ball back first. Gila. Driven to Sule. A give and go. Sule in behind if we can. John has not dealt well with him all game long. And Sule's going on another great run. He'll look for Marmouche here. It's well dealt with by the Hoffenheim defence. They are thwarting us here. If Dortmund drop points and we don't get the win we need, I'll be devastated, really. But it would be classic me to bottle it. Hopefully, we will get the goal. And it won't matter. We'll ball this out. It's a bit wide, but actually, Sule, if he can take it in his stride, could have done something with it. Could still get this down the line to Lamine Camara. It's actually going to go to Sule. He's taken it in his stride really well this time. Oh, I just can't get around the challenges. There's just too many men in blue and white around me. Let's ball across. Camara. Danny Loader. Diakite. William Bruno. Fantastic defensive efforts from the CDM. Sule through the gap again. Get away from the man. Get away from the man. And finish. Good boy. Is that the goal that puts us one step closer to a Bundesliga title? Or is it null and void because Dortmund are going to win? Haven't had an update yet. Well, not says away. Gave me Diakite there. Was kind of hoping it was going to give me David Raum a corner at the very end of the half to maybe give Hoffenheim an equaliser. It's not a bad delivery either. Lamine Camara's up for the header. Mincherelli! With the effort that doesn't go far wide, but crucially for me, it is past the post. We lead at the break. Diakite spins well. Picked off by Gila. But it's fallen back to them. And that's a great ball through to Danny Loader. And it's 1-1 here. Get your bottle emojis ready. We might be throwing away a potential Bundesliga title. That said, it's only going to have been thrown away if Dortmund draw or lose. If Dortmund win, then our result here doesn't matter anyway. And at the minute, now, I kind of hope that Dortmund are getting the win that they need to win the title, because this would be pretty embarrassing if we do end up losing. El Khanous looking for the runner. Sule, can't find him. Danny Loader's 5th goal in 14 Bundesliga games currently is ensuring that we finish second. Diakite, it's a lovely take by Danny Loader. Heart in mouth stuff there for a moment as that broke free for them running through. Bloody hell. Lino inside to El Khanous. Needs Camara here. Has Camara here. Looking for the run of Sule. Can't take it in his stride well. 10 minutes to go here. We are still drawing away from home against Hoffenheim. And this could be brutal. If Dortmund lose, then a draw is enough. If Dortmund draw, then a draw is not enough for us. I really need the win just to make sure that we give ourselves the best possible chance. We left it late against Marseille in the first leg of the Europa League. It's going to be later still if it happens here in the Bundesliga. Trying to play it around, play the right ball at the right time. Sule found. Can't find a Mesha. I think we're going to draw this one, everybody. Please don't tell me that Dortmund drop points. Please don't tell me that Dortmund drop points. If we've thrown it away, I'm going to be devastated. It would be classic me, but I will be gutted. Hoffenheim 1. Frankfurt 1. Oh, we wait with bated breath to see if we stand any chance of still being in with a shout. Wolfsburg 2, Mönchengladbach 1. Dortmund are definitely playing today. I saw from the fixture list. And Dortmund were victorious on match day 33 by 4-1. The Bundesliga title is gone. It will be Dortmund's. We could yet finish 4th, depending on what happens on the final day. But I haven't thrown it away. Dortmund have won it for themselves. So fair play. We will go and simulate the game against Paderborn. And then we will play the Europa League final now. Fully rotated 11 because the Europa League final is midweek coming up. So we'll quick sim. We do win by 2-0. Bohoya and Mesha with the goals. Sorry, Paderborn. I don't know what the situation was at the bottom of the table. Borussia Dortmund drew with Mönchengladbach 2-2. So it could have potentially gone our way if Dortmund had lost the game against Augsburg. But it wasn't even close, was it? 4-1, the result there. So the Bundesliga is decided. It's now time to decide who is going to win the Europa League. My current team or my former team? It's what we're playing for. The Europa League final played at, rather fittingly, Sevilla's ground. Obviously, they are the side when it comes to this competition. My former team is similar to how it was when I left. They're playing the same formation as well. Drongowski in goal. They've got Tobias Schmidt at right back now. Ibanez and Zima at centre-back with Malero at left-back rather than right-back where I played him. Kessié still at CDM. Angelo Bernardo Pajau, Mikel Tadze and Will Asula is their lineup. Charlie Hughes on the bench. Axel Atom. Mustafa Ibrahim I don't know anything about. Gonzalo Franco, of course. Manu Silva too. Simon Banza is still here. João Marquez is a new signing, I think. Christian Riquelme and Lukas Hornacek. We are at full strength, playing for a Europa League final victory to take Frankfurt into the Champions League. Not that, actually, we're not in the Champions League next year because we finished in the top 4 in the Bundesliga. But still, for a European piece of silverware that we haven't had thus far in the save. We've won domestic cups. We've won domestic leagues. We have never, in 7 years, won a European trophy. To be fair, for 3 of the 7 seasons, weren't in Europe as a continent. And for 4 of the 7 seasons, we weren't in Europe for continental football either. But could have been 1-0 down there as Braga had a first chance to take a 1-0 lead. And thankfully for me, they missed it. Zhao inside. And Bernardo. And Asula does Will Asula things. That's the Asula I remember from my time at Braga as well. It's actually Schmidt's debut apparently at right back, or at least it's his Europa League debut for them here in this game. Oh, he's overhit that, but going to get unlucky or lucky? Lucky that it's our throw that's given. They've been half decent Braga thus far, thwarting our attempts to get forward. But I'd like to think over the course of the full fixture we will have too much quality for them. Lamine trying to find a way to Soulé and can't do it, but they're giving it straight to Soulé anyway, and then I've run straight into Roger Ibanez. Well done, Ches. That was brilliant of you, mate. I'm not playing very well in this one. I didn't play very well against bloody Hoffenheim either. Trying to keep that under control. El Canous, Lamine, Soulé drops his shoulder. It's brilliantly done. Soulé fires wide. Angelo. Not a bad ball. Asula should win the header. Saba did, but it's gone only as far as Bernardo. That's a strike. Needed saving. Petrovic does well. Corner. Braga half an hour in. Bernardo's their highest rated player at 86. Corner's decent. Clearance isn't on either occasion. But it has eventually gone away. The referee didn't even give a foul there. Soulé definitely taken out. Well, if you're just going to stand off me, then Matthias is just going to run away from you. Trying to avoid everybody, including teammates. Looking for Lino. Lino from the edge of the box. It's well blocked. Down to El Canous from the edge of the box. Oh! Makes it all the way to the goalkeeper, but not to the goal. Kamara with the delivery. It's cleared away. It's El Canous that recovers it, though. It's Healer that's on the edge of the box. It's not the go-to. Go-to pass, let alone the go-to player. Uh-oh. Saba versus Angelo. Oh, mistake. A crucial, crucial mistake. They still might score. No, they've given it away. That is Braga's best opportunity. on the counter-attack from my corner. They very nearly caught me and punished me. No, I blocked the shot! Wow! I've slid to block the shot and been successful in blocking the shot, but in the process of doing the slide animation, he's caught someone else. And the referee points to the spot. That is a very video game-esque goal. Bernardo. Saved by Petrovic! And justice done from the corner. Braga could yet still take the lead before half-time in this Europa League final. They will not. They might. They will not. They're still going to get the chance to take the next corner. They might. They will not. Oh, bloody hell. Out. Turns out we built quite a decent team at Braga because they are playing very well here and making it particularly difficult to find a way through. Sule, Kamara, Lino's offside. He'll bury it. We take the lead, only we don't take the lead because it's not going to count. Bruno. Marmoush has been quiet in this game so far. Omar Marmoush. Schmidt. Schmidt must have some ridiculous pace because he's just all over Lino every time I get forward. Although, he can't keep up with him there, and the only way he could do was by tugging him back. Penalty given at the other end of the pitch this time. Although, technically, same end of the pitch is definitely a penalty. You can see two hands on him, on each shoulder, pulling him down. It's definitely a spot kick. Opportunity for Marmoush, the man I just said, who's done bugger all games so far, to score the goal to send us in front. And he's done it! Omar Marmoush makes it Frankfurt 1, Braga 0 in the 60th minute. Half an hour away from a European title. Sabat forward to El Canus and Bruno Guimaraes. Dealt with. Marmoush on the shoulder of the defender. Marmoush in the box. Oh, Omar Marmoush! And again! Diving header goes wide of the target. Opportunity to kill the game off very quickly indeed after scoring the penalty, but 5 minutes later he doesn't add a second. Good header. Lamine. Lino. Looking for Marmoush. Oh, looking for Lino, actually somehow finding him. Lovely turn. Right in front of El Canus. El Canus from the edge of the box. It's not great, but I mean, it's the ball at this end of the pitch. It's wasting time. It's vital seconds, vital minutes that Braga don't have to go up the other end and find an equaliser. But that's what they'll try and do through Pajau now with 10 minutes to go here. Saba can't deal with the pace of the run. It's a really poor ball from Pajau, and that is not what we bought him for. Not what the club wanted from him on that occasion. El Canus takes that in his stride brilliantly. Is he away from the defender? El Canus misses the target and keeps us on the edge of our seat for 6 more minutes. Daniels with a dink. Marquez with the header. Can I get to that first? No, I'm fully committed to get there as well. Pajau away from me. And Bernardo. It's huge from Gila. It's absolutely massive from him. I could just run for the corner here. Probably should. Look for El Canus. El Canus just needs to hold on to it. Bruno. Sule's there. Do we go for the corner? 2 minutes added on at the end of the game. Look for an early ball. Lino. Sule to finish it! Your European champions. Not for the first time in this competition. Eintracht Frankfurt. Sorry, Braga. We loved our time with you. But you're not my team anymore. This is... It's the last action of the game. The final whistle sounds. We add another trophy for our collection here in the Journeyman. We won the league and I think the cup in New Zealand. We won the league in China. We won the league and I think the cup in MLS with New York Red Bull. We did dick all at Dundee. We won the Taça Portuguese at Braga. And now we've beaten Braga for our 7th piece of silverware in this save. No, hang on. League and maybe cup. League and maybe cup. Cup at Braga. 7th. 7th piece of silver. Potential 7th piece of silver. I will have to double check. Oh, I'm going to get copyright struck now for the Europa League music, aren't I? It's going to be Bruno Guimaraes to lift a trophy for Frankfurt. Our first European trophy, that much we do know for sure. Victory in Spain for the Germans. Sevilla may well be a side that we do a career mode with next year on FC26. But for now, we're still in Germany. We've won the Europa League and we shall go and have a season roundup for you. Happy, happy, happy. So let's give you a season roundup then of everything that happened in this save this season with ourselves and all the competitions we were involved in. And of course, all of the other competitions around the globe as well. Obviously, as you well know, second in the Bundesliga for us here at Frankfurt. Champions League football for the club next year. We will be moving on. You will not have a vote on where we move. I apologise. Dortmund, Frankfurt, Leverkusen, Leipzig, Bayern only 5th and a long way down the table as well. Relegated was St. Pauli, or could have been St. Pauli, Paderborn and Augsburg. Let's see, find out in the relegation playoffs in a moment. Leverkusen win the Pokal, or Pokal, and in the relegation playoff, Hertha are coming up. St. Pauli are going down. That was pre-season, so we don't give a shite about that. Atletico Madrid 1, Atalanta 2 was the Super Cup. In the Champions League, Manchester City win the Champions League again with a 1-0 win over Porto. We know that result. And in the Europa Conference League, Brighton were victorious by 2-1 over Lille. So Brighton will have Europa League football next season as a minimum. We know in the RTG they've been qualifying for Champions League football recently. This is the state of play currently in the World Cup. Portugal and Italy through in their group. Germany through in theirs. Could be Iceland, Qatar or Mexico to join them. Sweden, France or Ireland could go through. To be fair, Morocco is still in with a slim shout. It depends on the final fixes. Morocco have Ireland. Yeah, so if Sweden beat France and Morocco can beat Ireland, then Morocco could go through. Denmark are through. Spain or Wales will join them. Ghana out, most likely. And then in Group E, Netherlands through. Czech Republic or Czechia, Hungary and United States still in with a shout still. And only one game has been played in Group D. England beat Romania. Norway beat Argentina by 3-2, which is a big result for them. Having a look at just quickly at the top goal scorers in this division, etc. Lautaro Martinez with the golden boot in the Bundesliga for Dortmund. Our highest goal scorer was Samuel Lino with 16 in 32 games. We did bring Marmouche in, and he scored 14 in 17 since January. So if he'd had the full season, I think it's safe to say he would have won the golden boot. Actually, it might not be safe to say at all. If you double the 17 games to the 34, double the goals to 28, he would have only won the golden boot by a single goal to Martinez. So he might actually not have won the bloody golden boot. Lino got the silver boot, as we dub it, for assists. Hell of a season for Samuel Lino, by the way. El Canus with 10 assists in that cam roll as we changed formation here at Frankfurt. Wasn't quite working at the beginning of the year. We tweaked it and it worked very well indeed. Though, of course, the new signings certainly helped. And sharing the Golden Glove with David Vera and Pablo Villalba is our Georgi Petrovic. Red cards and yellow cards is neither here nor there because we don't tend to get many bookings and, well, the standard of officiating is similar to that of real life. In the Premier League, Manchester City win the title with just 77 points. Liverpool, Aston Villa and Arsenal will be in the Champions League next year. Brighton finished 7th, but will have Europa League football. What that means for Newcastle or Chelsea, I'm not sure at this stage. At the bottom end of the Premier League, Manchester United survive relegation by a single point over Sunderland, Southampton and Leeds. Our next and final destination in this save will be us going full circle from the first season of any of the FC25 stuff that we did, and we will be taking charge of Manchester United for one season. At the end, I may put it to a vote so that we can play Champions League football and stand a chance of winning that competition in this save. Because, of course, we've played in the Conference League, the Europa League. Maybe we should play in a Champions League club next. So I will put it to a vote for you guys in the comments section to vote upon. Do we play a season at Liverpool? Or do we play a season at Manchester United? You can have the call. It is entirely up to you in the YouTube comment section. I've made that decision in the moment. I haven't factored in the thought of maybe we should play in the Champions League at some point in the save before we end it. So, Liverpool and Man United. Decision is yours. Relegated, as you saw there, were Sunderland, Southampton and Leeds. In the Championship, Leicester and Burnley come up. Ipswich on 97 points as well. But they miss out by 2 goals. Luton, Bristol City and Coventry join them in the playoffs. Relegated from the Championship this year are Oxford, Bolton and Portsmouth. In League One, Middlesbrough and Charlton back up to the Championship. Peterborough, Huddersfield, Blackpool and Wigan will fight it out in the playoffs. Relegated this year, Mansfield, Exeter, Fleetwood and Notts County. In League Two, the Yellows win the league. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come in real life next year. Cambridge top on 95 points. Burton second. Walsall third. In the playoffs, Northampton, Port Vale, Tranmere and Carlisle. Relegated would have been Morecambe by a long way. And Bromley in 23rd. That's the women's one. In France, in Ligue 1, Monaco by 9 points from Marseille and PSG. It's very rare that PSG don't win in France, but they haven't won in France on this particular occasion. You know what happened in the Bundesliga? Promoted in the Bundesliga are Hamburg and FC Köln, which I think might well be what happens in real life as well, almost with similar points tallies as well. And we know that Hertha have come up via the promotion playoff after beating St. Pauli. So congratulations to all 3 of those sides. They will be Bundesliga teams again next season. In Serie A, AC Milan from Juventus, Bologna 3rd and Inter Milan 4th. Scenes for Bologna, Champions League football there. In the Eredivisie, PSV from Feyenoord from Ajax, a distant 3rd. In Portugal, Benfica from Sporting, Porto and then Braga 4th. We took them to 3rd after they finished 4th the year before. They've gone back to 4th again. Celtic from Rangers by 2 points. Our former Dundee only 7th. And in La Liga, Real Madrid by 9 points from Barcelona, from a further points from Atletico. And Sevilla in 4th, Valencia in 5th. You guys will probably at some point in the future have the chance to vote on what save you'd like to see as the alternative save for the main channel next year at the beginning of FC26, Sevilla or Valencia. But for now, Liverpool or Man United will be your chance to vote for the next save. Here in this Journeyman save, the final season of the save. So thus far in my career, we've won 3 league titles, 1 domestic cup and 1 continental cup, apparently. That's Bradford, lol. At Wellington Phoenix, we won the league. No, league position 2nd. We finished 2nd in the league, but then won the playoffs. At Wellington, we did win the league. Was there a cup? There must not have been a cup in New Zealand. I can't recall. In Henan, we won the league. At New York Red Bull, we won the league. We got to the semi-final of the US Open Cup. So we didn't win the cup in MLS. But 3 league titles. Then Cambridge? Don't remember that. Then Dundee, or maybe we moved to Cambridge just to have a look at their squad, I think, when they got relegated. Then we moved to Dundee, and we did dick all at Dundee. We moved to Braga, and we reached the quarter-final of the Domestic Cup. We didn't win anything in Braga. I thought we'd won the Taça Portuguese. All right, so 3 league titles it was. 3 league titles. And then 1 domestic cup. When was the domestic cup? Domestic cup must have been Wellington Phoenix then. So league and cup in season 1. And then the league in Henan, the league in MLS, and then just the Continental Cup. I thought we'd won more than that. I've lost track over 7 seasons and 6 different clubs, but we did it. So, with regards our team here, who did what this season? Top goal scorer, unsurprisingly, Omar Mamouche, despite only being here for a small amount of time. Lino, second top goal scorer with 21 goals in 46 games. Top goal scorer in the Bundesliga, though, but obviously Mamouche with 8 in 11 in the Europa League for us. El Khanouchi with 12 goals, though, to be fair to him. Very, very good indeed. 19 assists as well. That's very impressive. Sule with 10 goals in 28 games for us. And Mesha with 10 goals in 17 games for us. Very impressive. Kamara with 4 and 6. Bruno 3 and 4. Brown got a couple. Lukeba, Wandina, Rabimbe, West McKennie got a goal. Bahoya got a goal and an assist. And Kostulas got a goal and an assist. In terms of creativity, it was basically the players that were at the top of the previous list, isn't it, really? Hoyland got 3 assists, but no goals. Healer got an assist, but no goals. Same for Listes. All right. I'm happy with the season, really. It would have been nice to have won the Bundesliga, but it just wasn't to be. Regardless, really pleased with the squad that we built here. Namdi Collins was on loan at Man United. He might have helped them survive in the Premier League. With 2 games to go, or 3 games to go, Man United were in the relegation zone, so we weren't sure whether they were actually going to be an option for us. With 1 more season, I wouldn't have wanted to be in the Championship with Manchester United, that's for sure, and we would have just gone to Liverpool, but you guys get the opportunity to vote because Man United saved themselves. With regards to Patreon players, this is how you all look at the moment in this save. By all means, feel free to pause it and have a closer look at your stats if you so wish. If you want to have a look at your full stats in more detail, then do come and join me on stream and we can show you them. But for now, that is all for today and for this season in this save. You guys will get the nod on what happens. Liverpool and Man United. The decision is yours, and I'm intrigued to know which way you go. I get the idea of Man United because we lost the save at Man United on the main channel with the bug, with the checkpoints earlier in the cycle. But I also get the idea that we've never played Champions League football in this Journeyman save, and it might be nice to end with Champions League football at the end of the save. So the choice is yours. Man United or Liverpool? Man United with no European football. Liverpool with Champions League football. You let me know. And I'll see you in episode 1 of season 8 when you've decided. Bye-bye.